everyone, Hannah here. Welcome back to the channel. For anyone that's new, welcome. My name is Hannah. Long awaited medical update, slight update. I know that I said on the last one when I actually had my J-pouch surgery that I was going to kind of probably do one a month. It didn't really work that way. There weren't actually any major updates or changes. However, I'm having a day procedure done tomorrow. I think the technical term is something like a Flexible Sigmoidoscopy. So long story short, very quick backstory. About 10-ish years ago now, I was diagnosed with Ulcerative Colitis, which is a form of inflammatory bowel disease. No medication worked. I tried every medication that they had. I was labelled as a medical non-responder. Nothing worked. So I had my bowel and appendix, because it was joined to it, removed, and it was a mess. So I had a stoma for a few years now. I had a stoma from February 2020, and then January 2025 I had the stoma reversed and a J-pouch. I kind of had the J-pouch created in the middle of that, but I had the stoma reversed pretty much 5 months ago now and joined up to the J-pouch. So some of this might be gross. I'm not putting any pictures in, don't worry. But slightly gross talk. So instead of now pooping into a stoma bag on my stomach, I now poop through my bottom again. And the last video was, I think I did it up to maybe 2 to 3 weeks after the surgery. It's now coming up to 5 months. There's not been that much different. Complete brutal honesty, I'm struggling. I am struggling, and sorry, I've got 2 cats and one of them is just over there. So if you see me looking over there, it's because the kitty's watching me. It's Dr. Baymax, Nurse Arlo's downstairs. It's a struggle. The worst times for me personally are evenings and night times. So on average at the moment, there are good days, there are worse days. I'm going to the toilet about 10 times in the day. Nighttime is a lottery, to be honest. I'm going anywhere from 3 to 10 plus times in addition to the day at night. I have not slept through since the surgery. My sleep is awful. I do have an Apple Watch and it obviously tracks my sleep. It's pretty bad. So I'm quite sleep deprived most of the time, which isn't great. And I did see my surgeon maybe 3 weeks ago now, and she was saying that I shouldn't be going this much. Something's going on. I shouldn't be going this much. We don't think it's pouchitis, so inflammation of the pouch, because there's no blood when I go to the toilet and there's not like lots of mucus. Sorry, I just fussed the cat a minute ago and I feel like I've now got cat fur all over my face. So sorry if you see me doing this. You know when you feel like there's fur on your face. Anyway, the brain cell as well is struggling at the moment. So for me personally, the worst part I think is the gas pain. Everybody farts. That's just life. Obviously when I had a stoma, I could get away with not farting. But gas pains are just part and parcel of life. Whether I drink fizzy pop or not, whether I eat certain foods or not, there's going to be gas. That's just how it is. If anyone tells you they don't fart, they do. They probably just don't do it in front of people. But the downside is I don't have a bowel. So that function of a bowel to remove the water, to give you the solid poo, effectively, to be able to just fart whenever you like, I don't have that. Same with pretty much anyone with a J-pouch. So can't trust a fart effectively unless you're on the toilet, and then hey. But the gas pains, they stop me in my tracks, and it gets worse and worse throughout the day. So evenings and night times they're not great. They're not nice for me personally. And it's trying to see kind of what's going on. So I'm having I'm sure it's a Flexi Sigmoidoscopy, where they pop a camera up your bum and they'll do some biopsies as well to do some tests. Thankfully, I don't need to have that bowel prep drink, which is effectively a laxative, but I will need to have an enema tomorrow morning when I get to hospital, which is not going to be fun. And I live in pads right now just in case accidents happen here and there. Sometimes they're small ones, sometimes they're big ones. It's just how it is. It's not great. It's worse when you're out and about and it happens. Honestly, it's just embarrassing and humiliating. Like, from the outside, people wouldn't know, but I know, and it's in there, isn't it? It's like half the battle is up there. So, I'm not looking forward to that tomorrow, but hopefully it will just give some insight as to what's going on. I currently take loperamide, which Mum calls it gravy granules because it's obviously a medication, it's just in tablet form, that effectively just thickens the poop, kind of removes the excess water. So Mum calls it gravy granules. Anyone can have loperamide. Like if you have, oh my goodness, I should really have just like washed my face or something to get this fur off. Sorry, I'm annoying myself now. And I'm waffling. I can tell I'm waffling. What was I saying? Loperamide. So anyone that still has the bowel and kind of has normal bowel function, if you have diarrhea, which can happen, you can have loperamide and it just helps thicken it up. It just shouldn't be taken long term for, I don't like using the word normal, but for medically normal people, it shouldn't be taken long term. However, with a J-pouch, we kind of live on it. So thankfully that's on a repeat prescription now. So got my little gravy granules. So even though I've had a few of these camera tests before, it doesn't make it any easier for me. I know there are some people that would probably think, well, you've had it before, you know what's coming. I know the pain that's coming and the uncomfortableness. And that, like, it's not nice, is it? So I have politely requested as much sedation as they are willing to give me. So fingers crossed. And it's strange. Okay, hopefully this doesn't trigger anything. Sitting up normally is not comfortable for me at all. So I kind of sit to the side. I mean, laying down is just wonderful and relaxing. I kind of sit with all my weight to one side and then I'll swap over. And it helps a little bit for me. Again, it's one of those things, everyone heals and takes to this kind of stuff differently. For some people, they just take to their J-pouch and it's great. Other people have lots of troubles. Some pouches just fail early on. She doesn't think it's failed. It's not that, because I'm not, like, I have some control there. It's not that I'm just constantly having accidents all the time. So we don't think that the pouch has failed. We don't think it's pouchitis, but something's going on because it's more painful than it should be, and I'm going a lot more than I should at this point. It can take up to 2 years for everything to settle down, but still I'm going too much. So, and she's the medical professional. Absolute worst case, if it becomes unbearable, because it's also a quality of life thing, if it becomes unbearable, it just means I'll go back to a stoma bag, and that would be permanent at that point. Which, if that happens, it happens. I don't like thinking about it because it's not ideal for me personally. Obviously, everyone's different. Some people love having a stoma compared to having a pouch. Everyone's different and everyone heals differently. The scar is healing very nicely though. She did check that and kind of pushed around it. There's no signs of a hernia, which is wonderful. I think the scar's probably about that big now-ish. And it's still like a light purple, very dark pink sort of colour. I'm using, what is it now? It's not bio oil. I think it's like cocoa butter, but a cocoa butter that's specifically for scars, just because I want it to heal. I don't want to say soft, but sometimes if scars heal too tight, it then becomes uncomfortable. I don't want that. It's just to kind of help it heal nicely in a way. I'm not bothered about if people see the scar. In a way, well, I saw a t-shirt once and I wish I bought it. It said, "Scars are tattoos with better stories." So I kind of wish that I bought that t-shirt, and I'm sorry, I'm touching my face again. I really need to stop. I'm just going to sit on my hand. Just sit on my hand. So I kind of wish that I bought that t-shirt. But yeah, I just want it to heal so that it doesn't get too tight and then uncomfortable, because that would not be fun. So that part I can help and do myself. Going out and about is fine and isn't fine. So when I've been going down to these Disney events, effectively, obviously on camera everything looks great and honky-dory. I'm dosed up to the eyeballs in as much medication as I am allowed, and I pretty much don't eat the day before, don't eat the day of, and then the couple of days after that I'm really paying for the toll that it takes. It's not, if you can hear my stomach, it makes some really strange noises recently as well. So it takes its toll, but I enjoy the events when I'm there, so I don't want to have to give them up. I don't want to be like stuck in the house. So yes, I look fine on them because I've also painted a face on, which I'm just in the bedroom right now. I'm gonna have a shower soon, go to bed because up early for the camera tomorrow, so that's not fun. But yeah, it massively takes its toll. In, like I said, evenings for me personally are the worst. It must be like a combination of things that I have eaten and drank in the day, and then it's just that gas pain. It stops me in my tracks, and it's honestly horrible. So, like I said, some people just take to a pouch fine. It's one of those where it's not like a one size fits all. Everyone reacts to it differently. I'm just having a lot of gas trouble at the moment, which is, it's gross, but also life happens, and poop and giggles, as I like to say with my bestie Lisa. Although I don't say the word poop, I say the naughty word, but we're not going to say the naughty word, we'll keep it PG. Anyway, I'm going to leave this clip here for now, because I don't even know how long I've waffled on for. I've been waffling, haven't I? So I'll see you in the morning when I'm on the way to the Flexible Sigmoidoscopy, and yeah, I will see you in the morning. I just thought I'd really quickly show Dr. Baymax. Hi, cutie. He's adorable. Always on hand for snuggles. Bless him. Yeah, you ready for more snuggles? I think we're going to have a snuggle. Yeah. Morning. It is now the next day. The fear has started to set in a little bit. I'm mainly honestly concerned at the fact, obviously I can't have anything to eat or drink. Haven't had anything since tea last night. I'm mainly concerned that I'm not having loperamide this morning, which obviously helps to thicken the stool. The journey to, because I'm in Telford, but I go to Good Hope Hospital because I followed my surgeon there. She moved from New Cross, Wolverhampton, which was my choice. I could have had a new surgeon, but she's wonderful, so I chose to follow her there. So I'm most concerned that I can't have any loperamide now and I need to make that journey. I'm sure it's going to be fine, but it's one of those things, it's all up there, isn't it? So I've got my little bag of bits and bobs ready to go. Now we need to get to Good Hope and then have as much sedation as they're willing to give me, because let's be honest, these camera things are never nice anyway, let alone anyone with bowel, I don't have a bowel, pouch issues. It's not going to be fun, but these things need to be done. That was a rhyme. So let's get off to hospital. It's all done. I am heavily sedated. It was quite painful. The lovely doctors and nurses, all ladies, we had a good old chat. The one nurse wanted to take my Crocs because I've got fuzzy, colourful Disney Crocs. It's a bit painful. I'm very aware of it right now. I might not remember this when I'm editing Hannah watching this back. It's a bit uncomfortable. 1 second. The doctor said it doesn't look like it's happy, so not great. But this is what these things are for. We need to figure out what's going on. They've taken a few biopsies. They did as much as they needed and wanted. It was painful, but it needed doing, and I'm getting sad again. Stop it. So yeah, they've said I'll be here for another half hour at least to chill. So my blood pressure it's low. My blood pressure on average is about 100 over something. I can't remember the other number. It's gone down to 80, so they're keeping an eye on me. Yeah, feeling sorry for myself. So I might just try and have a nap, and I will get back to you later. So they've got me a sandwich and a drink that I'm gonna just have a nibble on in a minute, and sit here for maybe another 10 minutes before they let me go, and I'll probably get back to you when I'm home. I am home. It has been quite a long, sore, painful day. I'm still a bit woozy and in and out after the sedation. I'm probably going to do a better clip tomorrow to kind of talk through what the doctors put on, like the preliminary results Obviously the biopsies are going to take maybe like 1 to 2 weeks. But right now, I'm kind of, it's strange. I've not really done anything today, but I am just exhausted. They did find some things, so like I knew something was going on and something was wrong, and it kind of in a way makes me feel better for knowing that something was wrong, because if I've had a few, oh, you look fine sort of comments, but I, like, you know your own body, I knew something was going on. Just because I might put a face of makeup on doesn't mean that internally I'm doing great. So I am gonna just chill for the evening. Oh, if you heard my tummy, it's making such strange noises. Like I said, I'm very sore, so I'm gonna just kind of chill for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll do another clip kind of going more into what the kind of discharge paper says. So good night for now. It is now the next day. Excuse if I look a little bit red. I've been in the sun for a little bit. So what day is it today? What day was it yesterday? Okay, so yesterday was Tuesday the 17th of June. Today is Wednesday the 18th of June. Honestly, I'm just feeling a bit sorry for myself. It happens. We're all allowed to feel sorry for ourselves, and it's just medical stuff. It's just getting a bit fleh. I'm one of these people that's always cold. However, right now it's so nice and warm outside. I know there's a lot of people that struggle in the heat. I think this is just my theory. I was born on the hottest day of the year in July, many moons ago. So I love the heat. I kind of thrive in the heat. If anything, I feel like I'm a bit of a solar panel whenever I'm just sat out in the sunshine. I was only out there for about 10 minutes. I just feel a bit better in myself, if that makes any sense. I'm a solar panel, powered by the sun. But I like to do 10 minutes at a time because I can burn quite easily. I feel like I'm maybe starting to go a little bit pink, so I've come inside for a bit and figured I would do this clip, and then I'll probably go back out again this afternoon. Anyway, so there's a lot of technical medical stuff in this. The long and short of it, from what I can gather, is my pronunciation's really sorry if I get these wrong. Some of these words I'm not even going to be able to pronounce or guess how to pronounce them, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Effectively, there's inflammation in the pouch. There's a lot more mucus than there should be. There's a specific sort of mucus which is associated with inflammation. Ileitis and proctitis. It also says there was 30 centimetres worth of viewing in there. Some words I don't understand. And then erosions in the pouch as well as background inflammation. So I've only had the J-pouch for 5 months now, and there's already inflammation, there's too much mucus, and there's erosion. It's a strange one. So I don't know if this is going to make sense to anybody. You know, when you know your own body. I know when I do or don't feel well, and I've not felt well. I've known that something was going on. I didn't necessarily know what was going on because there's been no blood when I go to the toilet, so I'm automatically thinking, well, it can't be pouchitis because there's no blood. But then clearly they don't always match. Saying that, before I had the stoma, when I was going through ulcerative colitis, I tried every medication option possible, and I was a medical non-responder. I responded to no medication. There was rarely blood when I went to the toilet, but mine was so severe that the surgeon said within a matter of months, if I hadn't have chosen to have the stoma when I did, my bowel would have just perforated and I would have been in as an emergency. So I think it's pouchitis. I'm just not having the blood with it. Oh, it did say something. We had a Google. There was one of these things on there that's... I can't remember which one it was now. There's a lot of medical bumpy bits in there that effectively said that there are signs that it's really red in there, that it either has been bleeding a lot, but then nothing's been coming out when I go to the toilet. Oh, and it also mentioned that when the pouch is touched, it then bleeds. Like easier than it should. So obviously if you just do that, there's no blood there. But if you're doing that to the pouch, then it starts bleeding, which shouldn't happen. Obviously no one's doing that to the pouch. We're not clapping the pouch. So, but yeah, it's a strange, like I don't want anything to go wrong. I wanted it to go, no one wants anything to go wrong. But in my head, it's almost validation in the sense of I knew something was going wrong, and this just confirms something's... Sorry if you can hear my stomach rumbling as well. It's very bubbly recently, no matter what I do, and it's just letting everyone know that it's there. So yeah, in a way, it's like it's validation with me saying, well, look, I knew something was going on, and this proves it. There were, is it 6 biopsies taken? So obviously we'll need to wait for those to have the proper full in-depth diagnosis, I suppose you can say, which I had a very quick Google and it said biopsies can take 1 to 2 weeks. So I figured in about 2 weeks I might just quickly call my surgeon secretary and say, can I have an appointment to discuss these, please? Because I don't want to carry on like this. It is not fun. I am sat down on a pillow right now because, as you can imagine, for anyone, let alone anyone with any gastro issues anyway, having a camera up your bottom is not pleasant. It's still incredibly sore. Sudocrem is my best friend right now. Very nice of it. But yeah. So not great. Not what we wanted. But it's the hand I've been dealt with. I am off work today because I had the heavy sedation. It did say on there that they advised me to have the next day off work. So I did send a picture of that to my manager, pointing at it going, I'm off work tomorrow, just so you know. And I don't think there's anything else on there. Well, not that I can... I don't know any of it means. There's more mucus than there should be. There's inflammation up there. It bleeds when it's touched. It's just not happy. I've also already been careful with my diet. I'm eating less anyway. Some of it's psychological, that thought of, well, if I eat less, I'm going to go to the toilet less. Because I'm going more than I should do anyway. And obviously, then you're not getting all your nutrients, all that kind of stuff. So I am trying with like multivits and that kind of thing. I haven't had fruit or veg in a while because fruit or veg would then make me go even more. It would be even more liquidy. So obviously, they say to eat your 5 a day. For me and someone in my position, that would not be a good idea unless I want to just be sat on the toilet all day, which I don't really want to do, to be honest. So I'm kind of just living off loperamide. Things like, what was it saying now, if you can hear the cat? You can come in through the door. The door's not fully shut. That one's Nurse Arlo as well. Dr. Baymax is downstairs having a chill in the conservatory because he's loving the sun as well. Oh, there's Nurse Arlo. Oh, boop for the camera. Well, you are all very honoured to have a boop off Nurse Arlo. We're going to get another boop? Oh, yeah. There we go. You get a boop and a sniff. Bless him. Anyway, what was I saying? So things like white rice, plain chicken, plain fish, pasta, not the whole grain pasta, like the... Well, it looks yellow, doesn't it, pasta? Like white pasta. Basically, like low fibre diet, sort of bland beige food, which I like anyway, so that's not a huge problem for me. Obviously trying to stay away from fruit or veg, although it did say online if I have any vegetables to make sure that they are thoroughly cooked. So I could throw in some veg, scares me, some veg here and there, but making sure that it's thoroughly cooked. Not too much sugar as well. And see, this is the thing, not too much sugar, but then some of the sugar-free things have got bad sugar alternatives in them. So it's a bit of the balance, it's a juggling act. I love fizzy pop. So it has been hard I've not completely given up fizzy pop. I have massively cut it down. And my bestie Lisa, bless her, she's bringing me crates of Ribena, which is a godsend because I love Ribena. But I found when you buy the Ribena separate and mix it yourself, it's never the same. And I don't always like the taste of that. So bless her, she's been going and getting me like crates of Ribena, which is just perfect. I know that I'm starting to waffle as well. I don't really want to say that I'm on codeine, but I recently had a codeine, so I can feel the woozy already starting. Anyway, done all of that. I'm now trying to think of what else to say. So yeah, I'm going to go back out in the sun for a bit because... Oh, and I did a bit of shopping the other day and I've got some new socks from Primark, just in case anyone wants to know, because it's coming up to summer. And I like these ones from Primark anyway, just because it's there next to me. So yeah, fully aware that I'm waffling. It's not, I think part of me is in a bit of denial. Let me put this paperwork away now. It's one of them. I'm pretty sure there are different medications to try with pouchitis, but knowing that I've been a medical non-responder in the past doesn't fill me with hope, I gotta say. So it's one of those. I'm trying slowly, because I'm one of these people, if you bombard me with too much information, I'm going to shut down because I just can't cope with it. but I'm trying to slowly come around to the idea that I may have to go back to a stoma, and that would then be it, permanent stoma. But at least I can say that I've tried the pouch. I wouldn't ever want to just stick with a stoma and not have tried the pouch, because then I know what I'm like. I constantly would have thought to myself, oh, but what if it would have worked? This might have worked. And then I probably would have regretted not trying it. So at least I can say that I have tried it. So yeah, not the best, but there we go. I do know other people that have messaged me on Instagram, and they're doing quite well with their pouches, which is absolutely great. It's my terrible luck, isn't it? It's not fun, and I don't like how it limits what I'm doing again. So I know I think I've mentioned this. I don't actually remember. It's been a couple of days since I did the first clip. When I go to these Disney events, it takes me days to prepare for that. I'll start eating less and less and less to make sure that I don't or have to go minimally when I'm down there. And the travel, even if I'm just sat on a train or something, the travel takes its toll, because sitting is not easy for me right now because of the pouch. It must just be putting pressure on it the way I sit. And then after the events, it takes its toll. So yeah, right now the bedroom and the living room is kind of my sanctuary. I know it might sound dramatic, but it's just one of those things, because it's such an ordeal to leave the house now. I'm kind of enjoying, yeah, I am enjoying being at home, because the toilet's right there. If I have an accident, which has been happening, I can just get in the shower, it's right there. If I have an accident outdoors, which has happened a couple of times, it's just mortifying. And it's not great, and it's embarrassing. No one else knows what's going on. The world will continue to spin. No one knows what's going on with everybody. So I'm not going to say it now, because there are some things that I will keep private. There's a lot of other stuff going on in the background, and this is just kind of compounding on top of everything. So not great, but that's another reason why I like going to these events as well, because it's almost an escape, but then it takes its toll. So again, it's balance. Everything's balanced. The light, the dark, the Jedi, Sith, all that fun magic stuff. Anyway, I'm really starting to waffle now, and I feel like my eyes are going to start to go in a bit, because anybody else ever have codeine and it starts to send your head a bit fuzzy, and then your eyes start, like, I can focus, but I could tell that there's a delay. There's like a 1 or 2 second delay there. But it helps a bit with the pain, especially right now, which is appreciated. So yeah, Flexible Sigmoidoscopy was yesterday. Hopefully I'll get in contact with my surgeon soon. I am going to end this video here, because I feel like I've probably waffled, and if you've made it to the end of this, thanks so much. Well done for getting through me waffling. I'm probably looking like a bit of a mess, because no makeup days happen a lot recently. But thank you for watching anyway. If anyone else is going through it, you're definitely not alone. There are people that have pouches and it goes swimmingly well. There are some people that have them and they kind of instantly fail. Mine just seems to have instantly got an inflammation in there, which is not fun, but there we go. And one way or another, we'll get through it. We'll have a cry along the way, but I'm not in a cry mood right now. It's probably because I've got the codeine and been in the sunshine, so I'll go and be a solar panel again in a bit. But anyway, I hope you're all having a lovely day, week, month, whatever time of day you are watching this. But yeah, I'm waffling way much more than I should do, so I'm going to stop there now. But thank you all so much for watching. Oh, just really quickly as well, all the Instagram messages, they genuinely blow me away. I can't thank everyone enough for the support, whether it be comments on this video, Instagram messages from people in real life coming to visit, all that kind of stuff. It genuinely means a lot to me. And before I start crying, I'm going to go, because we're not crying today. We're going to put the smile on, we're going to go back in the sunshine. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!